live, and we're going to do some toasted quinoa energy bites. So first off, we're starting with a dry fry pan, and these are our little nonstick pans. And quinoa is like a little tiny grain. It'll pop when it starts getting toasted. So what we're going to do is we're going to dump those in. You don't need to put anything in with it. It just is dry and plain. And then we're just going to let them toast. It's going to take them a few minutes. So while we're doing that, this morning earlier I made peanut butter in our blender, and that's part of what we're going to put in here. There's mini chocolate chips, there's coconut, we're going to have oats in it, honey, and the quinoa, and then you roll them all up and you make little balls out of them. The recipe calls for a medium scoop, but I'm actually like them when they're with the smaller scoop. So I'm going to use a small scoop, and they're just really super tasty. My family loves them. Tammy always loves when I bring them down to church. So what you do is you just leave this. You don't have to stir it much. You just have to make sure that you kind of pay attention to it. You'll hear them kind of pop a little bit when they start getting hot. So it takes just 2 minutes. You can smell them. They smell like a toasted grain kind of thing. They're really pretty neat. You can start to hear them popping just a little bit. This is just 3/4 cup of quinoa. There's lots of great recipes. There's a quinoa shrimp recipe that's in our Pampered Chef web page, and so that's pretty neat. I think I can almost just stir them this way. I was going to start these a little earlier before we started the video, but I thought this lets everybody see how easy they are. They don't take long. They're going to kind of get a toasted color to them. You'll start to see them when they start getting hot. They're going to start changing color just a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what the seeds are in the quinoa. It's a grain, but I think it's not like I think if you're gluten intolerant, I think you could probably eat this anyhow. So I think this would probably be a good thing to have with it. So you can start to hear them popping just a little bit. That's funny, huh? Once these get done, then I'm going to put I have oats, and we're going to put oat in the manual food processor and grind it. So, and don't forget, this month is a great month to host a party. If you jump on and you want to host a party, just comment below. We have the blender and the quick cooker that are 60% off this month. So on top of it, if you have a party of $200, you're able to get you get a $70 in free. $70 in free. So that's that helps a lot. And then as you go up, when you get to $650 in sales, you get the same amount of free product as you would if you had a $1,000 party. I've not ever seen a better deal. Pampered Chef extended our offer for $19.80. You can join my team. It's a great deal, and if you're interested at all, I'd love to hear from you. Oh, you can smell them now, huh? We need smell-o-vision. See, they're starting to get toasty looking. That just makes the flavor. It's kind of like roasting nuts or your walnuts or your pecans or your almonds. You can taste the difference. They're getting a lot toastier now. Pampered Chef business is pretty cool. I've been doing it for 10 years, and one of the nicest things about it is you can do it on your schedule. You do not have to do it on anybody's schedule. If you have a week off, you're going to be gone, you just put that aside, or you can do it online. Our virtual parties are really fun. You'll see the difference in this now. You can see they're starting to get really brown. Okay, I think they're about done there. I think they're popped. So we're going to bring this on over. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to dump these in here. I'm going to put them right in our classic batter bowl. You're going to see the steam coming off of it. It was pretty toasty. Okay, so in the meantime, I have everything all measured out. So this is our little manual food processor, and it has a little ratchet. The bottom half can go to the dishwasher. The top you don't want to immerse in water. You just want to wipe it off. So I'm just going to dump these in here. And then you're going to put the lid on. The bottom of this has a little silicone ring in it too, which keeps it from sliding around. And this is Fred's favorite for doing onion. You don't have to smell it. It's kind of nice. You want to grind these up a little bit so the pieces aren't quite so big. This is our little recipe, and I'll make a picture of it and put it at the bottom of the video. Make sure they're pretty coarsely chopped. I don't know, can't quite see it. It's not quite ready yet. Almost. These were old-fashioned oats. It says if you use old-fashioned oats, it takes a little longer for them to solidify once you put them in the fridge. So we're just out. So we've got that done. And then we're going to mix all this stuff together. And then we're going to add in the honey. And the honey was all warmed up because I had to warm it to get it out of the jar today. And this is 3/4 cups of peanut butter that I made this morning. And mix that up a little so those two things make this moisten up. So then we're going to add in a little bit of coconut. We have 2/3 of a cup of coconut and 1/2 cup of mini chocolate chips. I've made these a lot of times, and I think they're just fun. They're super easy. I think the hardest part is just getting everything all mixed in and toasting the quinoa, and that's it. You can see this is like a cool little cookie batter, kind of looks like. So I'm going to get out the mini. This is our small scoop, and that's what I'm going to use on these. Wash my hands just a second here. Okay, this is our medium bar pan. I'm going to use that. I think that'll hold them pretty nicely. And so what you do with this is you're just going to scoop out a little scoop of the quinoa balls, and you're just going to roll it in your hand like that. I decided I was going to make them half because I think it makes me feel like I can have a little more. They're pretty rich with all the peanut butter and the oats and the coconut and whatever. So I think that'll... You want to just come in and show what it looks like. And I'm going to refrigerate them, and then after that we're going to have some snacks. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration. Talk to you soon. Bye.
We're off.